Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday the 25th of March. We have got some new mods and we've got some updates. The Fent Weight Package by and Agra, the Lizard Slurry 2700 by BGamer003, the Grain Storage with Henhouse by Mr. Grucha, and the Lizard Calf Huts by Mr. Hector have all had updates. Starting us off then, we've got the Lizard PF100 by caleruega modding design, 9.72 megabytes download, 6 slots each. One holds 27 bales, one holds 28. This one, flat fronted, is designed more for doing square bales. I'm going to try on both actually. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to do both. And this one is designed, as you can see, more for round bales. You can have it auto load or manual, that's entirely up to you. And you'll find these under tools and under bale loaders. Right there, 22 grand for each one. Slot count will come down to 1 on each one. As I said, the first one 27, second one 28. Options on this one then, we've got standard wheel setup or wide. We've got auto load, yes or no. So you don't have to have auto load, you can have it manual loading with straps for taking pallets and all sorts of stuff as well. Don't have to have it auto load. We have got beacons, no or yes. I think it puts on the back. There we go. On the back bumper, and we've got license plate option on there too. If we switch across to the second one, options are exactly the same, just a slightly different design. No colour options or anything like that on it. So what we'll do, we'll start this one up. And this is one of those ones that when you come to unload, so if we unload the bales, we've got L1, right stick up and down, side to side. Then we've got R1, right stick up and down, and side to side. Then L1, R1, right stick side to side and up and down. So we can put our bales into some strange configurations, however you want to go about it. It's up to you. I've got to find the right one now. There we go. Try and get it back like that. And then let's move it over a little bit. Put it down towards the ground, hopefully. And then unload here. And down they go. Fantastic. What I am going to do, I'm going to switch over to the other one, unload those, and then what I'm going to try and do is put the, like I say, I'm just curious to see whether or not it will put the other bales on top. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, but then it might be that this is specifically for round bales. It doesn't say it is, but same thing with this. Unload bales. I'm not going to go mad with these ones, but all the same options apply for direction. The only downside with putting these down, as you can see, is the two outer ones are going to roll away straight away. That's the only downside of this configuration I can see. There you go. Rolling away. So what I'm going to do is go around now with this one. Just for the sake of testing, stop unloading, then operating position. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Doesn't hurt to check. It didn't say specifically, but that makes sense just because of the way the creels are put down. But as far as the creels go, the end board end sections, we've got L1 and R1, then left stick, raise, crane tool, we'll fold those away. So for storage or whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And it's the same on the other one, it just puts the front one down. So they are specific to the bales. That one is for square bales and that one is for round bales, 27 and 28 bales respectively. The Lizard PF100 by caleruega modding design. Next we've got this. This is rather cool. This is the John Deere Pro Gator 2030A by SleutjesModding, 11.83 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. You'll find it under vehicles, under cars. Right there, 14,500. Slot count comes down to 1. It does say 856 litres, and it does say it takes pretty much anything. I couldn't get this to fill up from a Buy Anything silo, or two of my Buy Anything silos, but it does have a capacity of 856 litres. You've got attach as standard with a trailer hitch or 3-point. So if you're doing stuff like precision farming, if you're using the Iceria and you're going to do mapping and that kind of stuff, or you just want to put something else on the back of it, whatever it might be, it will work. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. No colour options or anything else. Jump in, start it up. Horn. Lights. We do have a rear light on there. You can just see it. It will shine onto the bale actually, but we've got a bale on there. As you can see, tension straps as well. So if you have put something in there that requires tension straps, I'm going to get that out of the way as a liftable bale. So we'll just move that, put that there. We can open the back. Like that, and as you can see, tension straps. And then if we have got something in it, we can unload here. It doesn't tip, but it will unload whatever's in it. So let's put that back up. Now what it doesn't have, and I was quite surprised, there you go, you can see our brake lights. Try forward, brake. No reverse light, but on the front I think they're just reflectors, because I tried to do indicators and nothing happened. So as far as I can tell, and you'll see the rear light again a little bit better now. There you go, there's your rear light, which was shining on the bale. So yeah, pretty handy. Up to 24 miles an hour it will go. First person in our Pro Gator. That's by SleutjesModding. Next, we've got this. This is the Cow Barn L-Shape by MISSYB, 4.91 megabytes download, 12 slots on console, will hold 100 sheep, 90,000 to buy, and it will also earn you 1,200 per calendar month for the solar panels on the roof. This does have a required mod that it says, and that's the milk extension tanks, also by MISSYB. That does download automatically when you download this. Now you don't have to use it, but it will download download automatically. Slurry point is here. Dialog box is here with gates that open and close. Come round. We've got feed and bedding points on two sides. Doesn't matter. It will do feed and bed. No, hang on. It was just feed here. Sorry, I take that back. Feed here. And feed down the side there. Milk trigger is here. We've got this open space. I'll show that in a moment. When we come down to here, our bedding trigger was here. And then our water point, this one does require water. The water point was here for filling up this water trough. Now, if you go for the milk extension, just to give you a bit more capacity, which you can, that can fit in here. If we go into build mode, this is where you'll find it. Anyway, under cows, out on the very end, 90 grand. Slot count will come down to 1 from, what I say was 12, which is pretty good. Now if we come out of there and we go to our buildings, go to silo extensions. There you go. Just there, we've got the milk tank extension, 500,000 litres. So if I turn that around now, I've got snapping on because I wanted to line it up if I could. So if we go into here and then we press triangle to toggle free mode, so you can bring it right in underneath there. I get that onto the wall, maybe just into the wall a little bit, don't have to, like that. So it does fit in there and underneath. Have we gone through the wall? No, we haven't. That's not too bad. So that does give us a milk tank extension of 500,000 litres. It can go in that way, it can go that way if you want to, or like I say, outside. It's entirely up to you, but it does give you the space to put it in there if you want to as well. Manure point will need to be put in. If we go into our menu here, we are looking at the top one for animals, the L-shaped design. So there's nothing showing for manure there. You will need a manure heap if you're going to require manure coming out, because straw does go in. So there we go. That's the Cow Barn L-Shape by MISSYB. Next, I'm going to run through a few odds and ends here. So we have got the Lizard Slice Weight by 76 Max, 3.81 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. That's this one here at the front. You will find this under Tools and under Weights. That one just there. Now I'm going to show you some of the others in a moment, and then I'll show them out in the world, so to speak. Slot count comes down to 1,450 in its full capacity. At the moment it's on 1 ton, but then we can go up and we can put the suitcase weights on the ends, the slice weights, up to 1,450. Main colour choice, anything on that palette at all, and we'll do the entire weight. That's the first one we'll have a look at in a moment. We've then got these two. So we've got rope and chain. Now I'm going to show them in here, but the rope and chain is by JMZ, 0.59 megabytes download, 1 slot each. So these are decorative items, 15 and 30 respectively. They just go onto the front 3-point link as a decorative item to act as a weight as well if you want them to be a weight. That one's 20 kilo, that one's 60 kilo. Just add something on there as well. And then this one here, we've got the self-made front weight box. That's by JGWModding, 3.43 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. This one's got the option of no weights or with weights, 720 kilo. That puts weights either side. We've got main color choice, anything on that palette, does the main box. Lid color, does the lid, and then weight color does the weights. Oh, that's probably not the best color to pick, was it? It's got to be blue, there we go. So, all 3 of these are out, or 4, should I say. So, if we hop in here, start this up. So the front weight on L1, R1, right stick up and down. We can raise and lower it manually. We can tilt it as well. Or, I think, does it give us the option to raise and lower? There we go. We can lift and lower the weight automatically, but we have got manual or automatic options available. Switch that off. We'll go to the back. We'll hook this one up. So this is the self-made weight box. Again, raising and lowering, automatic. And then we have got the box there. If we do that, R1 and right stick up and down, opens and closes the box. There's no tension straps or anything in there, but you can put stuff in that box if you want to. It could be bags of feed, could be well, anything. Anything you like can go in that box if you want it to. Slow that down. And the rope and chain, got chain on the front, rope on the back. Like I said, these connect or disconnect on the 3-point link as weights, pretty much. Just adds something on there if you want it on there. So, the front weight was by 76 Max. The weight box was JGWModding. The rope and chain were by JMZ. Next to that, we've got these. This is the Lizard T225 by Farmerls. 3.2 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. It's under bale loaders, 3-point link mounted. You can have a configuration for picking up silage bales that has a sort of silage bale grab so it doesn't pierce the bale wrap. And then we've got one for, well, it says straw bales, but other bales. Now the bales may be designed for them to be on their sides. This is just how they come. When I bought them, it just came like that. But that's what they are, and you will find them under bale loaders, same place as the bale trailers that we just looked at. So just there, the T225, 1,700, slot count comes down to 1. So we've got the option for silage bales or for straw bales. Those are 2 options. Their main colour, selection of reds with kind of a darker, almost rust sort of orange on there. But anyone on that palette, you can't change the actual silage bale grab bit, that stays white regardless. So start this up. Now we can raise and lower. Go to the front first. So raise and lower like that. I don't think we've got manual raise and lower, no. And then once we have raised or lowered, we can then close it like that onto the bale. Now what you want to do, it's got a little, I don't know if you can see there, we've got a little plate there. That little plate pushes up against the bale like that, and then we close it. He says. There we go. Then raise the whole thing up. It's not, I'm not going to lie, it's not great with silage bales, considering that's what it's designed for. And it may be it's supposed to grab on, I mean, it has got kind of slightly curved sides to it. It may be designed to grab the other way. And then on the back, we switch to that one. Again, raise and lower. Move it back until we hit the plate. Then close it. There we go. And again, probably supposed to be the other way around, but it's okay. But you can see it doing the job. Then we can move our bales around like so. Yeah, there you go. It's oh, hang on. What I want to do is let's switch back to the front. Let's open that out. Let's see if it grabs it any better. If I come at it this way. Like I say, I think it's probably supposed to be this way. Let's lower it down. Get that plate to push up against it and then... well, no, because it's going to roll. There we go. Try it again. Yeah, maybe. Seems to sit a bit flatter, doesn't it? Probably that's supposed to be that way round, but there we go. The Lizard T225 by Farmerls. Next, we've got these. This is the Digital Gasstation Displays Lizard by SbSh, 4.47 megabytes download. 6 slots and 5 slots. We've got a large and a small. It was difficult to tell because the position I've got them in, but that one is further back. That's the large, that's the small. God, price of fuel these days. Now, as far as I'm aware, that price is per litre. That can't be a gallon. Surely that's not a gallon. It's got to be a litre, hasn't it? I hope so. These come with a solar panel on the roof, which is what keeps the display running. There's a load of information about the sort of the panel itself. Decoration for your gas station. If there's enough sunlight, a photovoltaic cell is set up, which supports the power supply of the LCD and LED light sources. The panes of the housing react to weather. Drops form when it rains, fog up in fog, and the panes can even freeze slightly when there is snow. That's pretty cool. They are a decorative objects put by a fuel station or whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. These you will find, though, under build mode, not under decoration. These are under... Is it tools? I think it was under tools. Yeah, there we go. So for the larger one, 6,700. For the small one, 3,500. There's not a huge difference in size, really, when you think about it. Considering the price difference, I'd go for the small one personally, but that's just me. Slot counts come down to 1 for both of them. Very nice indeed. The Digital Gas Station Displays by SbSh. Next to that, we've got this. This is the Lime Production. It's by Grimlock RRC, 5.15 megabytes download, 12 slots on console, 30,000 to buy. If we go to our managed production, 30,000 litres of stones is what it will take, 480 cycles per month. It's a 50 to 50, I mean, basically it's a 1-to-1, but it will run at 50, so the recipe is a little bit higher. If we switch that on now, it will then start producing lime. He says, please start producing lime. There we go. Don't make me a liar. Putting in is done here, taking out is done from the pipe just there. Under build mode and production and factories is where you'll find it. Right there, and the slot count will come down from 12 to 1. Nice and straightforward. The line production by Grimlock RRC. Next to that, we've got this. This beauty. Now, this is an enhanced version of the standard in-game base model. This is the KRONE GX520 by SleutjesModding. It is 22.72 megabytes download, 12 slots on console. You will find it under tools and trailers. It is the same price and slot count as the standard in-game one, but with a few more options available. 52,000 litre capacity will take pretty much everything. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Lizard, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg we have got those two. Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Lizard, just that, and then back to that again. We've got warning signs on the back, yes or no. Like so. We've got strobes, yes or no. Put some on the back. We've got backlight. We've got KRONE or LED. I think I went for LED on the version I've got. We've got a cover. Yes or no. Then we've got main colour. This is where things change quite dramatically. Anything on that palette. So let's go, say, for pale blue. We've then got sidewall, so the panels in between that. So let's go for the red. There you go. Then we've got decals. So on the side, let's go for pink standout. Yeah, you can kind of see it. And then we've got the decal that's actually on the cover. So if you've gone for the cover, let's go for that for orange. Rim colour, anything on that palette. That didn't really change much. There we go, green. And then license plate option on there too. So a few different options. Now, this, like the standard version, does have the option for moving the back. Let's open the covers first. So open cover. Nice smooth animation on open and closing of cover. We can open the back door. And then we can operate the sliding floor So turn it on. It will slide one way. Fairly slowly, but I mean, the standard in-game one does that as well. Turn that off, and then we can switch that to turn the sliding floor backward at the moment, forward, so it will take it forward. So you can load things on pallets and things, take them up to the front, and when you unload them, you can bring them back in if you want to. That's entirely up to you. If I turn that back on again, it should send it. You can just about see that line on there where the belt is sort of stitched together, and that will take it the other way if you want to. Let's turn that back off again, and we can close the back door. He says, there we go. So that's if you want to use it like that, but if you want to unload normally, unload here. He says, why are we not unloading here? That's interesting, it's saying stop unloading, but the back hasn't opened. Ah, that's weird. Unless it needs to have something in it for that back to open. Anyway, strobes, if you've gone for the strobe option. Lights, if you've gone for the... Let's turn the strobes off. If you've gone for the LEDs. But yeah, very cool. That's the KRONE GX520 by SbSh. Next, we've got over here a selection of the same trailer. Technically, this is the TSP-14. This is by FarmAndrei. 16.24 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. We've got a 10,000 litre configuration, 17,000 litre configuration in a silage trailer, 17,000 litre configuration, which will take everything. Then we've got a bale trailer option as well, which does have straps, but again, you can put anything on there. But it's sort of like a dump trailer. Bale trailer? Yeah. So this you'll also find under tools and trailers, right out on the end. So that's the capacity, 10,000 litre. Then that one takes you to a silage trailer. And in that capacity, or that configuration, that just does forage crops. So it'll do your wood chip, your silage, straw, hay, grass, total mix ration, sugarcane, I think is what it does. But it won't do all crops. It will only do forage crops. Then in that configuration, still 17,000 litres, but it puts sides on and a cover, and that will then do everything. So be careful which one you go for. And then in that configuration, we've got bale trailer. We've got wheel setup, standard or narrow. We've got design, standard, design 1. So that puts decals and stuff on the side if you want it. Main colour does the chassis underneath. Design colour does the sides. We've got a few different options to choose from, with different colours like that. Rim colour does the centre hub section like that, and then a license plate option on there as well. So that one will tip the same as this one. I just wanted to show that that one's got straw in it, but it is the same capacity. So this one. Now I wanted to show this one simply because there is a bit of clipping on the cover. So if we open the cover, that's got carrots in the moment. So there's a little bit of clipping. It sort of piles up in the middle. Unload, we've got tip side back or tip side grain door. Not a bad speed on the unload either. Nice sound effects. I do love that kind of, I know there's stuff in it, but that almost have hollow vibration from the trailer. And this one is bale configuration. We have got tension straps, as I said, but this one does unload as well. So if you have got bales in it, you can sort of tip the bales out if you want to. But if you can put pallets on it and that kind of stuff, it doesn't have a capacity in this configuration, as you can imagine, because it is designed for bales. So that's the TSP-14 by I'm going to say FarmAndrei. I apologise if it's Andrea. Anyway, next we've got this. This is the Old Shed Metal by Fudzo. It's his 4.75 megabytes download, 4 slots, 8,000 to buy. There's no lighting or anything on it. It's just a shelter, just a cover for whatever you want to put under it. It's up to you. Under build mode and sheds is where you'll find it. Just there, slot count will come down to 1. There's no colour option or anything like that. weathered and sort of rusted. The old shed metal by Fudzo. Next we've got these. This is the small gravity fuel tank. This is by Redphoenix, 6.55 megabytes download, one slot each, 1,240 litres each. We've got the option of a rusted version or the freshly painted new version. Although in the menu it does say rusted on both, but the picture shows you it's quite straightforward. These are the ones you can have refilled. A company can come out or refill them yourself. There's no more storage space on this one because I've already got 1,240 litres in it of diesel. And then this one, if we click here, we have got the option, as you usually do with these, you can completely fill it, or you can go from 1 litre in increments up, depending on how much you want to put in. That's entirely up to you. So putting in is done like that, and then taking out is done from the front. Under build mode, this is under containers. So there you go. That one says gravity fuel tank rusty, so does that one, but the pictures are quite clear there. You can see which one is which. Both 4,500 slot counts come down to 1. That's the small gravity fuel tank by Redphoenix. Next, we have got over here a selection. This is the Farmhouse Buchweiser by farmerfivetom. 50.81 megabytes download. There are 3 in this pack. And the building itself is the same. We've got 1 for cows, 1 for horses, 1 for pigs. Each one is 69 slots. Each one is 120,000, but the amount of animals in each differs. You have 20 cows, 8 horses, 30 pigs. Now you'll see from the end here, it's a little bit, this is a curiosity. We've got a ramp that comes out the top section, and when you place it, it puts a sort of this raised area around, which then needs to be landscaped, either sloped or altered, or you build up to it to allow or build into a hillside, or for that ramp system to work. Now if you leave it just like this, I have found it only likes to, you can sort of get a slope to it. It doesn't like it very much all the way around. I've only found 2 places, I think 3 maybe just in the centre here, that will allow you to slope that area down. So it's something to be aware of. You might need to build up around it and then slope that away rather than trying to slope this section away. But that's how it kind of puts it on the map. Anyway, under build mode, I'll show it first. Go to our animals, and so in there, 120 grand slot count comes down to 3 from 69. That will hold 20. We do have colour options on this as well. Let me try and pick an area. Let's swing it around so you can see. Also on the gates and doors and stuff like that, if we zoom in a bit, if I now go across on my D-pad, we can roll through. I mean, different colour options on the doors, windows, shutters, that kind of stuff. So you can change that if you want to under colour options. So that's the one under cows. Under horses, same price, slot count comes down to 3. It says 250,000 litre capacity. That's because each one of these has got a hay loft as well, which will do hay and straw, and that's what you access with the ramp on the top. And then we go to our pigs, and the pig one there, same thing, 69 slots, comes down to 3, 120 grand, and that will hold 30 pigs. So as I said, we come up to the top here, and when you drive in here, the triggers will come up either side. We've got hay and we've got straw. Sorry, hang on. We've got hay and we've got straw. So the triggers up here for loading them into the silo. 250,000 litre is the total capacity. I think I've put it in one of them further along. So I've got 150,000 litres of one and 100 of the other. So it's 250 in total. If we come along to the end here, we have got steps that come down. Now these steps are pretty cool. If I go to here, it says move up this stairs, press circle. You can move the stairs up out of the way. So taking out of each of these is done from the pipes, and this is the same on each one. We do have lighting here, so we can switch our lights on and off. That does the top section as well. We've got lighting just over here as well. That does lighting outside. So the outside lighting, we've got a light switch there. So this is the main section. Now what I will show you as well is, I'm going to close this door first, and then this door. The doors close independently, because when you open this door, it rolls that over that door. So just be aware of that when you come to open it. You don't have to have both open, it's entirely up to you. If we come right the way through and out the other side, our slurry point is out the back here for our cows. As you can see, they've got a kind of pasture bit out the back as well. Each one of the animals has got a pasture out the back. Then if we come across here and open this, we've got a dialogue box for our animals, in this case cows. Feed and straw for bedding is both done in here. Just here we've got a milk trigger, because the milk tank is just there. It's actually a milk trigger. And then in here we've got a workshop, which has also got a light switch in it. Where was the light switch? Over here. Lights on and off. But our trigger here for a workshop. So we've got a workshop in this section. Again, these doors open and close independently. And then we've got the side door there. If we come around the side, we've got a sleep trigger just there. As you can see, I've gone for an orange colour choice. Now, it does say in the description about a manual for water being put in manually, and there's a water level indicator, but the versions we've got on console, it doesn't seem to have that. The water is automatic. You do get charged for that. Any building that has water that's automatic, that's part of your daily fees that will be charged, but it's a minor thing. So next to that, we've got the horse one. Again, same configuration. Everything's exactly the same. Obviously, there's no... Interestingly, we've got... Look, click on here. We've got horses. We still have a milk trigger, although we don't have milk from them. But feed and bedding is done here as well. Same thing with our silo. This doesn't have a slurry point, surely. I'm going to double check that. We can raise and lower the ladder in there as well. We've got a workshop in here as well, on each one, and our sleep trigger just to the side there. If I go into here and we go to our animals, we will see. So, that's our cows. We've got our straw in, we've got our Tomix ration in. Our horses... Oh, that's interesting. It does say slurry. I wonder if they do, whether the horses produce slurry then. There is a slurry point. They don't produce milk, although the milk point is still at the front. I think because it's the same building, for all intents and purposes. And then the pig one there, that will produce slurry. As you can see, they're already producing it, and I've already got their feed in there. And this one next door, I sloped this a little bit more, and this is the one that I put, if we look, why is that telling me what it is? There we go. Bottom right, you'll see hay, 150,000 litres, straw, 100,000 litres. That's your total combined. Now that doesn't, just because you've got straw stored in the hayloft, doesn't put your straw bedding in here. That's what these are for. You can come and get it from here, and then you bring it around and you put it in. So this is for our pigs. Again, they're not going to produce milk, but there is a trigger there. They're not saying they require water. As far as I can tell, it's automatic. And then we have got our sleep trigger there. With our pigs quite happy round the back, rooting around as they do. So that's all three in that pack. I would suggest save your game before you place it, and then you can do your landscape, and if it doesn't work, you can always come back out. As long as you don't save it again, as long as you haven't got automatic save on, you can come back out, you can come back in again, and then you can try again if you haven't got your landscaping quite right. That's always the best way with any landscaping at all. Save your game, do your landscaping. If it works, great, save it again. If it doesn't, come back out, come back in, and you can redo it. So anyway, that's the Farmhouse Buchweiser by farmerfivetom, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and it's over here. This is the Case IH165 by SbSh. This is 5.54 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 3.6 meter wide plough. That's where you'll find it. Under ploughs, and it's just that one there. Slot count will come down to 1. Options on this, we've got old stickers or new stickers. We've then got rim colour, anything on that palette, and that's it. 180 horsepower required. Now this one doesn't have a transportation position, but we can rotate the plough. The whole thing swings over. Often when you've got a plough that rotates, you'll have a position somewhere like that in the middle, which is for transportation, but it doesn't give us that option. So what we will do, this should, because it's a plough, bring up stones when we plough. It will allow you to create fields as well if you want to. Let's drop it down. There we go, we are bringing up stones. So when I get to the other side, we raise it up, rotate it, and then we put our leading edge on the next line as we come back. like that. Allow create fields, and we can make new fields or extend old ones. There you go. That's the case IH165 by SbSh. I've missed a whole thing. Don't go anywhere. Wait. I do apologise. The pack of silage silos by Pigula. 4.05 megabytes download. 3 slots each. I've placed them all out, but there may be an issue. I say there may be an issue. In my opinion, there's an issue. I often test silos to see whether you get bleeding out through the sides of bunkers and that kind of stuff. As you can see, absolutely 100%. So I thought, okay, well, it might just be that one. You never know. So I did some randomly across. Now, this one's got chaff in it. This is a curious one because it does say pack of silage silos. Well, I thought they all were, but under build mode and silos is where you'll find them. And we start here. So the slot counts of 3 all come down to 1. We start with the small one, which is this one here, at 7,500. And then we work our way up in price and size up to the very largest one, 11,500, which is the one right on the end here. Now, in the description it says a bunker silo can be filled with chaff, grass or hay. After compacting and covering the silo, the content converts to silage. Now, you can definitely see there's got to be something missing in the files, the conversion over. That's chaff, that's lighter. That silo is saying fill level chaff 122,285, but it is bled right out all over the sides. So I didn't do this one, didn't do this one. This one I had a little bit left over from the trailer load, so I put it in here. This one isn't showing a fill level at all. So according to this, it's not registering there's anything in it. Then if we go along to this one I put grass in, and you can definitely see what normally happens is grass or hay, once you put it into the silo, it will change it all to the same thing. You can definitely see this is grass. Now that's, I think, knocking on 1 million litres or something ridiculous. But again, I've got no fill level. No fill level, no compacting. According to this, there's nothing in it. It bled through the sides. And up the top, when I tried to level it, and you can see how far up it goes, it just poured out the side. It didn't. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bit odd. I'm assuming it will get an update. I put stuff into it in exactly the same way I've done for every other silage clamp we've ever had a mod for. Any bunker silo that's for compacting. Now, when you go into them, they all say fill level chaff and compacting. So it is supposed to be a silage clamp. I'm assuming something's gone wrong somewhere. That is now it. Apologies. That's it for the mods for Monday the 25th of March. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.